Who's this?
Where your ticket?
It's right next to me.
Yeah.
It's Sid.
Hi.
That's where my dick's at.
What's up?
Aww. I love the excitement.
Yay!
You should be excited.
Oh. Hi.
I've missed you.
I've missed you.
I mean, I've been here and you've been here, but I've missed you when streaming specifically. Because sometimes it gets lonely and I can only make myself laugh so much.
I'm playing a game, we'll come back after a while. Okay.
Okay.
You do that, baby doll.
Do it. What the hell's happening in this game?
I don't know.
I don't know.
What game is this?
Real talk. I think it's been like five. How have we played this at least once since we moved, right? In May.
Yes.
So like,
yes.
But it's been months. It's been many months.
Yes, it has been many months.
The last thing I remember is like Apollo almost drowned.
And we got like weird daddy issues.
Oh, and we challenged Phoenix in court or something.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Yeah. Phoenix was like, I'll see you in court. He's being all mysterious.
He's being his Phoenixy self.
I don't know exactly why he's doing it. Wait, hang on. Which one of these is correct?
Oh, shit.
This one. It's been since September. That's how long it's been.
Kafka, thank you for the host.
Kafka, what's up?
What the fuck are video games anyway? How do they work?
How do they work?
Thank you for the host. I don't know if I said that, but I'm gonna say it again.
Yes. And Jolter, hello.
Jolter, hello.
Oh, we made it to a court day. Sweet.
Oh, fuck.
So,
Jolter, thank you for the host.
all I remember is squaring up at Phoenix. I just remember being like, I'll see you in court, but I'm confused because we're both defense lawyers. So how does this work?
I guess Phoenix decided to put on the prosecutor hat.
You can't do that though. Well, I mean, not in this world, not in this canon. You can't. I don't know how it works.
Edgeworth did it.
Oh, you know what? You're right. I forgot about that. Edgeworth, you can't do that. What the hell? Shit, dude. I'm so confused. Now I have to remember all the side characters' voices and who was voicing them.
Oh yeah, I don't.
That'll be fun.
That will not be, whatchamacallit.
Yeah, don't expect Ezra to remember any of that shit.
Yeah, the voices we made for these characters. Tracy's cute. Just so you know.
I mean, your Trucy is usually, like, always on point.
I'm not gonna take sides. Message received, loud and clear. Good, because I don't like this one bit. You and Daddy should be on the same team.
Yeah, we should be on the same team, and I'm really confused.
Sorry, Trucy.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, she's really mad.
We lost our echo effect.
That's right, we did lose our echo.
I'll get it back. I just have to do work, and I haven't done it. I know Dirk was you, I just don't know.
I'm sorry too, little lady. This is all my fault. I don't know what I did with you.
We'll wing it.
I'm just worried things will never be the same between Daddy and Apollo. If they go through with this.
Nah, Phoenix wants this.
Is that all? Well, I wouldn't worry about that. That's the way it is with us men. Huh. We may fight, but we don't burn bridges.
All right.
Really?
No.
Sure. One minute we're trading blows, and the next we're having drinks together. That's called being an alcoholic.
Yep.
We're simple creatures at heart.
I've burned so many bridges. Don't look at the news. I won't tell anyone.
I sure hope you're right.
Sorry I'm late, Apollo.
What's up, baby? Athena, there you are. What happened with you and Mr. Wright yesterday?
Oh, about that. I ended up going to the wrong airport. I was waiting there thinking his flight was really late, and before I knew it, I dozed off. By the time I woke up, it was already dark.
Oh. I figured something like that had to happen. Being late and dozing off are two things you do best.
What? Guilty as charged.
So then, I take it you have no idea what today's case is about.
Not a clue. Sorry. What is today's case about, if I might ask?
I have no fucking clue.
Well, we've got Athena to fill you in. It's another locked room mystery? A suspect with a flimsy alibi? Ooh, or a dying message.
Sorry, strike 3, you're out. It's a civil case.
We do civil cases? A civil case?
You act like I'm speaking Swahili over here.
It's just... The Right to Anything agency specializes in criminal law, or so I thought. In civil cases, there are no prosecutors, right? Okay. Instead, both parties retain an attorney.
I mean...
Yeah, sure.
Right. And the other attorney is someone you know very well.
Really? Who?
The trial will begin shortly. Please proceed to the courtroom at once.
Are you okay, bailiff?
Yes, a stroke.
I was gonna be like, yes, I've just stuffed my mouth full of beer nuts.
Please. Please, someone call an ambulance.
So I'm on the clock.
Okay, let's do this.
Apollo, wait. Who's the other attorney? Like, just tell me.
It's Daddy.
And where's Mr. Wright?
It's Daddy. No time to explain, let's go.
You could Okay, you could just say it, but right behind you.
It's Mr. Wright.
What? Oh my god.
That's a good
That
Soma quote.
Soma quote. I miss Soma. That was a good game.
That was such a good fucking game.
Yeah, I really liked it.
I want another game by those people.
Me too. Have they made anything since?
Since Soma?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hello, the court is now in session. What the hell is going on in here?
What?
Is this some sort of practice session? A mock trial, perhaps?
Soma 2, the final Soma.
Oh, hell yeah. We gotta get Soma 2, the final Soma-ning.
No, it's not, Your Honor. It's the real deal, Your Honor.
So then you two have had a falling out?
No, it's just business. Somebody's gonna get paid, and either way this goes, our agency gets
Get
money.
paid, yeah.
I won't have you using my courtroom for that, you know.
It's nothing like that, Your Honor. Exactly. It just so happens that we have different clients in this case.
I see. Well, here's to hoping this has no adverse effects on your working relationship.
Wow. Everyone has such fucking hope in us.
Yeah, right? It's like, also, mind your business, Judge.
Mind your business.
Mind your business. You could say that again. I had no idea we'd be going up against the boss today. You could have just told me that. Are you sure this is a good idea, Apollo?
What, you want to switch sides?
Well, since you asked. Honestly, I'd rather be anywhere but here right now.
Well, at least she is here. I'm really gonna need her help. Mr. Justice.
Mr. Wright.
Yes! Don't expect me to pull any punches just because you're the opposing lawyer. As I said, the kid gloves are off. Come what may, they'll stay off.
You act like you read a law book. Come on, Phoenix. How many games is this?
Same here, Mr. Wright. If it's a fight you want, it's a fight you'll get.
This is actually pretty hype.
My butthole is clenched. Except I mostly just want to smack Phoenix.
Yeah, but at least it's not Nayuta. Yeesh. You guys are really chomping at the bit, aren't you?
I don't mind a good fight between co-workers. Just keep this civil case civil. See what I did there? Now then, if the plaintiff would take the stand, we may begin.
Who is the plaintiff?
Oh, it's this guy. I don't remember who voiced this guy.
Oh, fuck.
I think we both did.
He's a... Oh, God, I hate him. No, well, I'm both.
Noble judge, members of the gallery, good day to you. I am politician. Yes, my parents hated me. This is but the start of my epic campaign, and you all have the honor of witnessing it. I believe the youth of this country are our very future. Too long have they been looked down on and given the cold shoulder. So to them I say, ask not what you can do for your country. Ask what you can do for me. I mean, it's accurate.
Mr. Titian, what is that crazy contraption you're writing in?
It's a noodle shop.
It kind of does look like a
Like a noodle
refurbished noodle stand.
All right.
It's my custom-made election-winning campaign mobile. Beautiful, isn't it?
It looks like a ramen shop.
It looks like a ramen shop. You're at a witness stand, not a campaign podium, so come out of there this instant.
Oh my god, he actually listened? That's like a first.
Oh my God, he put his name up there, though.
Well, you know, you can't forget that his name is politician. You can't ever forget that. Don't.
All right, so now, would the plaintiff's attorney, Mr. Wright, please explain the complaint filed against the defendant?
We would all honestly like to know.
Mr. Atitian's complaint against the defendant is simple. The defendant, one Dirk Sadmahi, stole my client's family heirloom, the crystal of Ami Faye. Mr. Atitian merely seeks its return.
This wouldn't have happened if that archaeologist hadn't kicked the bucket.
Doesn't the crystal of Ami Faye belong to the Faye family?
Yes. It sure does, Sid. But, I mean, apparently we've established that this guy and his big swinging dick decided to just roll up into Karain and just take over things, I guess.
Well, Mr. Justice, let's have your opening statement if you would.
My dad ain't done shit! That's my assertion.
Oh, okay, well, that was concise. Thank you.
The defense asserts the item in question is the Founder's Orb, a sacred relic from Karain.
Oh, that's why Phoenix is doing this. He's trying to figure out if it's really the Founder's Orb or not, I guess.
Go on.
I do not know how to differentiate between Apollo and Phoenix. Fuck. It seems someone asked an archaeologist, Dr. Archie Buff. Wait, is that supposed to be
Yeah, I think
a
so.
joke? Archie Buff. I don't know. To study the orb.
Just assume every name is a joke or a reference of some kind.
Dr. Buff determined that it was it was a Kuranese national treasure known as the Founder's Orb. The very orb that was stolen from a treasure room in Karain several weeks ago.
Why, yes, I saw a news report about that. The theft of a Carinese national treasure caused quite an uproar in the kingdom.
Well, we believe that it was not, in fact, a theft in the traditional sense, but rather that it was spirited out of Karain by someone for Dr. Buff to study.
I
Cited.
still, to spite, what's his name? The dickhead that does the government in Karain. I still think there was that weird orb in Karain that Rafa randomly called attention to. I can't remember what it looks like now, but that stuck with me that she randomly called attention to it for no reasons. So I still think that's what the founders, it's in the head monk's house still. And he's dead, so nobody knows. That's what I think. That's my guess.
You don't say, and?
Around that time, an acquaintance of the defendant learned of Dr. Buff. He made contact with the doctor, who agreed to hand over the orb. Apparently, the doctor wanted nothing to do with it once he learned it had been stolen.
It seems you even have a transfer agreement between both parties.
Oh, that's convenient.
Mr. Saad Mahi also agreed to return the Founder's Orb to the Kingdom of Karain, once the doctor verified it was the real thing.
I see. So, this dispute centers on whether the item in question is the Founder's Orb or the Crystal of Omni-Fey. That in turn will determine the object's rightful owner. What if it's both? That would be really awkward.
I better bring my A game. Going up against Mr. Wright won't be a walk in the park.
Better bring it. Aw, shit, what's up, Daniel?
What's up, Daniel?
Dr. Buff sounds like Dr. Wiley's cousin from Miami. Yeah, dude, you've never heard Dr. Buff, Dr. Wiley's cousin from Miami?
Oh my god, I just remembered the Protoman concert and I just...
Aw, dude, it was so good.
So good. Fuck me.
Well, come to think of it, the name Dirk Sodmari sounds awfully familiar.
I'm a rebel.
I can't recall where I've heard it.
Apollo.
It's probably your imagination, Your Honor. He's just a tourist, after all. Not a terrorist.
Tourist. My imagination, you say?
Are you sure about this, Apollo? He's a wanted criminal in Crane, isn't he?
Yeah, but he's my daddy.
So?
In Karain, yes, but here's just a tourist.
I don't think that's how that works.
Very well. Let's begin the proceedings. Bailiff, would you please bring in the first witness?
No.
Oh. Well, this is awkward. Will someone bring in the first witness, please?
Damn. Oh, damn. Oh, damn.
Oh, shit, it's my wife. Hi, baby.
She's so cute. Emma.
What? Why are you surprised? Show some manners. We're in court.
I know, it's just... This is a civil trial. So I was surprised to see a detective take the stand.
Did you forget that I was, like, there?
I had her do some digging on Dr. Buff. What for?
Why not? You disappoint me, Apollo. First, you know I'm not just a detective. I'm a forensic scientist. Do try to remember that. Second, you owe Mr. Wright an apology. After all he's done for you, you have some nerve.
You have some nerve.
She doesn't like being in the middle.
First, I'm sorry, and second, I'm really just trying to do my job.
I remember being real excited to be up against Phoenix. I'm kind of excited. This is interesting.
I just want to slap Phoenix because he's trying to act like he knows how law works.
Yeah, it is kind of hard to be intimidated by Phoenix when you know that he's never read a law book in his life. You'll never get anywhere with that attitude. Take some advice from someone who's been there.
What I feel like I'm on trial here.
Detective Sky, your testimony, if you please.
This is mostly shades of Hobo Hodo. 100%, yeah, he's being sketchy.
Who definitely knew how law worked. But how?
Yeah, well, I don't know. Maybe when he got disbarred, he was like, oh shit, maybe I should actually study law.
Maybe I should read a law book.
It's like, you know what, losing my badge, it's really made me think of how shitty a lawyer I went to art school. Like, maybe I should actually pick up a book.
He forgot how it worked once he got back into it.
It's just habits. Just, you know, you got...
Old habits die hard.
Yeah, exactly. The police have had their eyes on Dr. Buff for some time. Wow. And just today, a number of stolen artifacts were discovered in his study. Oh yeah, he did have a lot of artifacts, didn't he? I like the Godzilla-looking one, though.
I do too. Spyro-looking motherfucker.
Yeah. Among them were a priceless urn and a statue that were stolen from the Fae clan. You remember those?
Yeah, I remembered those. That fucking urn.
Seems the doctor would do anything to study artifacts, including steal them. Yeah, also the scroll, which has gotta smell awful after it had gravy dumped all over it like 10 years ago or whatever. As for the relic at the center of this dispute, he likely stole it from the Etitian residence.
He stole the gravy scroll.
Yeah, you know that thing smells nasty.
The doctor is a thief? Why am I just hearing about this now?
Oh yeah, he wasn't around for all those cases with all those things.
Welcome to being a defense attorney in this universe, I guess.
Yeah.
We could just keep information from you.
Yeah, we can do that. We can just do that. Well, a cat burglar isn't something he'd put on his resume. He was more careful than that. But the fact is, he was a classic treasure hunter. A treasure hunter, huh? Like people who have thrilling adventures in exotic places, risking life and limb for glory?
I doubt Dr. Buff was the star of his own hit movie series, Athena.
You don't know that.
Out of respect for the dead, I will say that Dr. Buff wasn't doing it to get rich. Apparently, he only wanted to borrow artifacts to study them.
Oh, well, then that just makes thievery okay, doesn't it?
He would then return them as soon as his research was finished.
According to the doctor's child, he would even repair or restore some of the artifacts he stole before returning him. That's... maybe not... Okay, well, he believed that he was honoring the dead by discovering their history through artifacts. But whatever lofty ideals he held, it makes no difference. Larceny is larceny. Thanks, Emma. I knew you would understand.
Yes, he certainly sounds no different from a regular thief to me.
Of course he doesn't.
Because he's not.
So let's say for a moment that the doctor really did moonlight in stealing the artifacts. Might he not have stolen the Founder's Orb in Kurain and brought it back here himself? Nope. There's no record of him traveling overseas over the past few years. Just like we said earlier, you think he's doing this shit himself? He's hiring people to steal shit from him.
Yeah, 100%.
For him, not from him.
Well, it couldn't have been Dats because he was in prison until the second case or whatever. He like busted out of jail.
Yeah.
No, that wasn't him. So it could have been Dats. Right? No, that was Dats. Never mind. It's been a long time.
This really must be the crystal of Omni-Fae.
Yes, he stole it from the Etitian's residence, probably so he could study it. But why does Mr. Etitian have it?
Yeah.
This is the left hook I did not need.
I bet you never saw that coming, Apollo. MC Kemi!
Hey, when Mr. Wright said the kid gloves rough, he wasn't kidding.
Mr. Justice, you may proceed with your cross-examination.
So yeah, what if he was hiring someone? You know, just a thought.
Just a thought. Maybe he didn't do the stealing himself.
I have to remember the controls now. I think it's... Yeah.
Are you sure these allegedly stolen artifacts are the real deal?
They're not fakes, that's for sure. Take the urn, for example. Apparently, it's an extremely intricate work of art.
Glued together by a tin rod.
Yeah. Its design, cracks, and other features would be impossible to replicate perfectly.
Wow. It's just an urn with Amy painted on it.
I mean, the cracks, you know, improbable. Maybe not impossible. Well, it would be really unlikely that someone could recreate the crack design. There's so many. The thing was shattered.
Actually, I've had a few run-ins with that urn myself.
Literally.
So I was shocked to see it in there in the doctor's study. I can say without a doubt that urn was stolen from the Fae Clan. I see.
Detective Sky, please continue with your testimony if you would.
I love you, Cynthia. So why is it the crystal of Ami Fae belong to the Fae family?
Yeah, I don't
All these other Fae items belong to the Fae family.
get it either. I'm kind of like,
But randomly,
Who
the
is this?
crystal of Ami Fae belongs to Mr. Attition.
who is this Attition fucker? And like, what is his connection to the Fae Clan? I don't know if I'm just forgetting them establishing something.
Maybe, but
But-
I'm so lost.
Yeah, I don't understand why he has the right to it, but
I just
whatever.
love that they're like, yep, this Fae statue, yep, this Fae urn definitely belongs to the Fae family. But no, the crystal of Ami Fae, that's Attition's.
Yeah,
That belongs to Attition.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Ami Fae gave it to him personally.
Yeah, 100%. Were any other stolen artifacts found besides those belonging to the Faes?
Oh yes, tons. For instance,
Spyro.
yeah, totally 100% stole that. Remember that large relief on the wall? It was chiseled out of some ancient ruins in the Kingdom of Korean several years ago. And that robot thing is definitely from Zelda.
Chiseled out. Didn't that damage it?
Well, he did restore the parts that were so faded that you could barely see them anymore. It seems he intended to return it someday, so one could say his intentions were good. But good intentions are no get-out-of-jail-free card. That's a fact.
If I might add, with respect for the deceased, the quality of the restoration was apparently exceptional.
He still stole it.
We're just gonna give this dead guy a whole lot of compliments.
I mean, like, he could have, like, kick-flipped into the sun. I would have been like, well, that was real impressive, but, like, he's still gonna die. Like, hang on a second, I'm gonna turn on this.
It seems the doctor invested a lot of money in hiring an extremely talented specialist. An extremely talented specialist. Oop, I hit a button. Oh, that's Athena.
He sounds like he was a good man. Who took a wrong turn somewhere?
I guess Sarge takes after him in that way.
Any further questions? If not... And they mod 14 Twitch chats. He's the best man.
Had these alleged thefts been going on for some time?
At least 5 years, as far as we can tell. Sorry, I'm live tweeting this. All the recent thefts had been local, but before moving to Korean Village, he'd been stealing from ruins all over around the world.
Dr. Buff was an international criminal?
This data lends itself to but one conclusion. Dr. Buff was a thief. And I think this is probably gonna be where it's at. Let's see.
You claim he stole a family heirloom from the Attition residence. But claiming something doesn't make it true.
Unfortunately, it is true.
How can you be so sure?
A police report was filed concerning that theft. 1 year ago, in fact.
A whole year ago?
August 25th of last year, to be exact. The report states, and I quote, "The crystal of Amife was discovered to be missing from the Attition storehouse at 10 a.m. The storehouse lock had been picked. Signed, Paul Attition Wimperson." Wow. I didn't think his name could get any stupider. That's incredible.
Well, a year-old report certainly lends the plaintiff's claim credence.
Yes, I did hear about Nikki tutorials.
Oh yeah, I saw that too. Good for her.
Doctor could have really stolen the crystal of Amife, I guess.
Well, apparently I didn't know this until later on in the day, but apparently she was like blackmailed to come out.
What? Oh, well then less good for her. But
She was like,
that's fucked up.
well, it was weird. Like people were threatening to like, I guess leak images or like medical reports or something like that of things that she's had done.
That's fucked.
And so they were like, give us money. And she was like, no, I'll just tell everybody that I'm fucking...
I mean, hell yeah that she was just like, you ain't gonna fucking control me like that.
Yeah.
But also, fuck those people. Don't do that to people. What is wrong with you?
Not only that, Your Honor, but the Founder's Orb was only found to be missing several weeks ago. That is nearly a year after the crystal's theft was reported. Just because it happened first!
But don't they have like a ritual thing only once a year where people take the Founder's Orb out? We don't. It was found to be missing a few weeks ago, but we don't know how long it's really been gone.
Yeah.
I'm almost positive that I'm remembering that right.
Yeah, no. You're right.
And Phoenix should know that. He was there. He was at that trial.
Therefore, I believe we must consider the orb and the crystal to be two separate items.
Politician Wimperson? Not the most awe-inspiring tail end, is it? I see why he cut it.
Not if he inspires confidence without it. Still, I'd probably do the same if I were in his shoes.
His parents must really hate him.
Oh, what's that green shit? We got that moss.
Oh yeah,
Glowy moss.
Glowy moss. I don't remember what it's for, but... A police report was filed about the crystal's theft a year ago.
But the theft of the Founder's Orb was only reported a few weeks ago.
Only reported.
So the crystal's So the crystal's police report was filed way before the orb was found missing. That suggests that the stolen relic is the crystal of Amife, as Mr. Attition Wimperson asserts.
I doubt the police report is a fake.
Well, no.
After all, Emma's the one who submitted it as evidence.
Still, I feel like something we learned in that police report is important somehow.
Yeah, I think we're onto something.
Wimperson.
Wimperson.
That's what's important.
Wait, let's see what does it say?
cares?
Okay. So what else do we have?
We have moss.
We have was.
A little letter.
He calls it the Founder's Orb, though.
Oh yeah, that little guy.
Oh yeah.
What?
Oh yeah, this was on his computer. Does this? Damn it! Why doesn't it have a date on it? Fine.
Ninja.
Oh yeah.
What about that raincoat? What's with that raincoat?
Oh yeah. Fuck.
Oh shit! No, go back. Go back.
Wait,
go back.
what?
No, go to. Hold on. Go back and go to a picture of the orb. Zoom in on that shit.
I don't know if I can move it. Nope.
Oh, damn. Well, there's blood on it.
Is there?
Yeah, click on it again.
Oh shit. I didn't even notice, but it does kind of look like it's got some stains on the base of it.
Yeah. I was trying to see if it had one of those fucking crane butterflies on it.
Oh, it said. Oh, okay, never mind. That was how he died. I don't think that comes in handy yet. I've done some orb transfer agreements in my lifetime. Hey. Oh no, he couldn't read anything without his glasses.
I can't read anything without my glasses.
So we need to remember 10 a.m.
Oh,
for that, in case that is relevant
Discovered
somehow.
to be missing at 10 a.m. on August 25th.
Yes, but I don't know if that, as long as it's a year ago.
Yeah.
And then I guess this doesn't have, I don't know if we have anything else right now. That's not relevant yet. Because none of these things seem to have dates on them, unfortunately.
Oh, thank you, Kafka. I love my tattoo.
I guess I haven't pressed this first one.
Pressed the first one. How exactly did Dr. Buff arouse the suspicion of the police anyway?
Chalk it up to good old-fashioned sleuthing. After investigating countless artifact thefts over the past few years, the police finally zeroed in on him, and the doctor became their prime suspect.
A number of those artifact thefts occurred in Karain Village too, might I add. They started right around the time the doctor moved there.
Yeah, that doesn't look good.
But he was never arrested. I take it there was nothing concrete linking him to the crime.
No, which is why we were never able to get a search warrant in the first place. It's hard to arrest artifact thieves unless you can catch them red-handed. Still, the police had him under constant surveillance. Numbers of soldiers were discovered in his study. Among them were a priceless urn and a statue that were stolen from the Fae clan.
Did we press that?
I thought we did. Right? Yeah, because Phoenix talks about the urn and how he's seen it before. So I think we've pressed everything then.
Well, I meant this statement, not the previous one. The including steal them.
Did we? I thought we did.
I don't know.
No, I don't. Hold on.
Yes, we have.
Okay.
Where's Speedy Button?
I don't know. Hello?
Speedy Button.
So, huh. Gesundheit. Likely stole it from the Titian residence. So,
I'm lost.
well, yeah, if it was stolen a year ago. Cause he like hid it recently.
Show him a picture of your dad.
This is my dad. Didn't we have to do like a crazy puzzle just to get it out? I don't know if we don't have anything for that, but see, now I'm already like, am I supposed to be remembering something? That like from a previous.
I know.
And I'm like, no.
I don't remember anything.
What about? Shit, I'm actually kind of stumped right now. I mean, I don't have that much evidence. I could just like start to present things, but
Yeah.
it would take a while to get through stuff.
Yeah.
Have you met Sergeant Buff's operator yet, by the way? Wait, operator? Like, we've met his son. Oh, the helicopter thing. Yeah. The little kid. He seems like a real cutie. I don't think we've actually seen what he looks like yet.
I don't think we have seen it.
If we do, I forgot. But he seems really cute. So also, if you know, and there's something that we just need to remember that we might not remember, you can definitely prod my memory. Otherwise, I'm just being a big dumb idiot. You're acting like I remember anything. Well, then we're all fucked. I guess all I can do is just kind of like present stuff and see what happens. I'll save first. Present the drone. I don't know, what do you think?
I think I'm still, because right here they even make the statement he likely stole it from the Attition residence. Why is the Fey crystal at the Attition residence?
That's what I want to know.
That's what I want to know.
I guess I'm just gonna try stuff.
Have you tried, like, look at that raincoat again for me?
Yeah.
Can you, okay, so you can't, like, move it around.
Nah.
Boo! Look at that map.
Map.
No. That does me no good.
Is the raincoat Gucci?
Of course.
Yeah, duh.
Anything else but the best is a felony.
But, I mean... Get that dog that threw the lamp into this court. Oh, hell yeah. I love that. It's a TikTok, I think, with this guy who just, like, takes the dog's toy and, like, throws it up to the second floor of their, like, their home or whatever. And the dog, like, realizes it's gonna have to climb all the way up the stairs, so it, like, takes off and then goes up the stairs, and then, like, the thing is, like, thrown over the balcony and smashes into the ground and shatters. And he just, like, looks up. Yeah, it's like a loft, and he, like, looks up, and the dog is just looking down at him. It's so funny. I'm just gonna present shit. Damn it.
Overruled!
No, I just wanna... I'm really lost.
I am too, actually.
I don't have a good grasp of the situation at hand.
Okay, hold on a second. Hold on a second, Phoenix. You are the fucking king of bluffing.
It's true, though.
Don't give us some bullshit cock and bull story of don't present evidence until you get... Shut up!
Maybe we're starting off with he didn't steal it, somebody else stole it for him?
That's what I'm wondering, but like...
Maybe we
do
have something
do
for
we have
that.
Anything to show that...
Not this one, but this?
What?
Yay, it did it! Because it clearly shows that he was working with somebody. So I guess, man, this is a little tiny baby step, but I'll take it.
The doctor stole the relic from the plaintiff? Are you sure? Because that statement doesn't agree with a certain piece of evidence.
What do you mean?
Take a look at this.
What about it?
Just a USB. This contains an email from the doctor's computer.
Email? In that little piece of plastic?
I hope it's from a free mail.
Hope it's from a free mail. I'm afraid I don't understand. I'm old.
Oh, this stick here can store all sorts of computer data.
I still don't get it.
Here, just look at this. Apparently, the doctor was reporting his research findings to a certain individual. Now take a look at this. It's the police report Detective Sky presented to this court. You can see the plaintiff's legal name on it. Politician Wimperson.
Oh. I get it.
I can see why he dropped Wimperson from his name, but that's hardly breaking news.
Look closer, Your Honor.
Yeah,
Feeny.
I just got it too, Phoenix. It's okay.
Oh, yeah. His initials are in the email.
They sure are.
Paw. I read that and I was like, somebody likes animals.
Yeah, I was like, oh, he's working with a dog.
Right. The plaintiff's full legal name is Politician Wimperson. Now consider this. The email's recipient address starts with 3 letters. PAW711 at mail.
Pa? Like, pa?
Like, yeah? You know, like,
I was
yeah.
thinking like fishing with pa.
Have you seen that meme?
No.
I don't know what it is, but people like take like screen caps from animated series or animes or whatever, and they replace like the subtext or the subtitles with some character going like, you know, like, yeah.
No, I've not seen that.
I don't get it. I don't know why. It's just a thing. I wish I had my phone. I would show you the memes.
Where? Oh. No.
Oh, but I will anyway. The individual who hired the doctor to study the disputed item is none other than politician Wimperson.
The crystal of Omni Fae didn't even belong to him. Wait, then that means...
Exactly. He wouldn't have asked the man who stole his family heirloom to study it.
Well, he might, but like, then he wouldn't turn around and be like, you stole it.
Therefore, how could this possibly be the crystal of Omni Fae?
Ah! I don't like being outsmarted.
Look at my fingy.
We never checked the doctor's emails.
What?
We couldn't figure out the password to his computer. We don't have anybody... I'm not good at this stuff. We don't have like a master hacker in our department or anything. I don't know. You think Phoenix could get in? Phoenix doesn't know how to use a computer at all.
Password.
Yeah, he like types
1,
with
2,
both
3.
two individual fingers on like both of his hands.
What do they call those?
Like just with his pointer fingers.
Peckers.
Yeah.
Which is another word
Like
for
how you're...
penis.
Oh, wow. He types like your grandparents do.
My grandmother actually used to type with her middle fingers.
Okay, but I kind of respect that.
The plaintiff willingly left the orb in the doctor's care so he could study it. At the behest of his benefactor.
Wait. Then what about the police report? I have all the details of the theft right here.
Well, maybe it was stolen, but this was a different thing that he stole.
Yeah. Duh.
It's probably for another relic, the real crystal.
The Omni Fae that still should not belong to him, but okay.
He's just using the report as a way to claim that our orb is actually his stolen crystal.
Uh-oh.
I'm mad.
I don't know if I like Phoenix objecting at us.
And how are you so certain that paw refers to my client's initials? Maybe the email recipient was a dog lover.
Phoenix.
Perhaps. So let's get to know your client a little better, shall we? Mr. Politician Wimperson. What does 7-Eleven mean to you?
What's your favorite convenience store? I suppose shutting down detractors is all part of a politician's job. What is your birthday? Your favorite food? Do you like to go down to the 7-Eleven and get slushies? That's what you get at 7-Eleven, right?
You get the little Slurpees
little ices.
and the hot dogs.
Yeah, yeah.
The hot dogs that have been cooking for way too long.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's been listening to this, right? Couldn't he just lie to the court about his birthday?
That's true. What's your birthday?
My birthday? It's July 11th, but what's it to you?
7-Eleven.
You done fucked up. You could have just lied. You could have just been like, it's June 9th. Oh, I see. You can address birthday gifts to my office.
You fucking...
But full disclosure, I only accept gifts valued at $1,000 or more. Phoenix.
Phoenix is like, I'm working for a slug.
This is the face of a man who knows he's fucked up. Why is everyone gone silent?
Because you're a prick. How can anyone be that self-centered? All right, politician.
Next question. What is your mother's maiden name? And what is your credit card number? Don't forget the 3 little numbers on the back.
Did everyone hear that? He said July 11th, 7-Eleven. Matches the numbers on the email address. Both the name and the birthday are matched. I hardly think that's a coincidence.
Wait. You sneaky little...
Looks like someone finally decided to join the conversation.
Wow, he's really slow. I don't know if I actually trust you in a position of power.
Did we ever trust him in a position of power?
No, but, you know.
Would the plaintiff care to explain?
I would like to say that is quite
Quite what?
quite a thing you've said. Just ask him to give you his phone. Open his email.
Any other thoughts?
No further comments. I stand by my previous statement. Goodbye.
You can't just walk away. Even politicians have to explain themselves in a court of law.
Oh, I'm afraid I simply don't know how it happened. I can't possibly explain what matters outside my purview. Just say your account got hacked. Perhaps it was a mistake on the part of my secretary.
Does she have access to your personal email? Oh, no, you don't, you slippery eel. Mr. Wright, would you care to respond? Nope. I won't argue your assertion. My client lent the treasure in question to the doctor and asked him to study it. Seems that much is a fact. Now we're getting somewhere. However, it has no bearing on the issue of ownership.
Don't you slam your desk at me, mister.
How so? Mr. Attition, I fully understand your position here. You had to hide the fact that you were sent the crystal out to be studied. Your family would have been very upset if they had found out. It's a family heirloom after all.
Even though you're not the Fae family, but it's fine.
You've got to be kidding me!
Mr. Wright is, well, right, of course, but then he always is. That's why he's my lawyer. The crystal's a precious Attition family heirloom and has been for centuries. Ami Faye gave it to us herself. But Dr. Buff was so eager to study its proud heritage, I just couldn't say no. Didn't even tell my grandfather.
So you snuck it away from Mommy and Daddy.
I hate this guy.
But in order to win the backing of your so-called benefactor, you were going to give what you claimed to be the crystal of Ami Faye to that person? You were going to give a precious family heirloom away, just like that.
I was going to explain everything to grandfather later, honest.
My client's grandfather is very proud of his grandson for following in his footsteps. And if refusing him would have meant dashing the dreams of his darling grandson, I doubt the kindly old man would have said no.
Well, grandchildren are meant to be spoiled. That's what grandfathers are for.
Your Honor, please. I mean, it's been in the family for centuries.
My grandfather thinks highly of my talents as a politician. That's why he entrusted me with this very important name placard today. Isn't it beautiful? Has anyone forgotten my name yet? Oh my
Your
god.
hair looks like an air horn.
It does, but I kind of do love it. Oh, shit. So I'm sure he would have been okay with me using the crystal as I saw fit.
Grandpa spoiled little brat.
I think the judge is buying it, Apollo.
No surprise there. He's always going on about his grandchild after all.
Excuse me. Can I leave now, Mr. Wright?
No!
I believe my work here is done. I'm hungry.
By all means, Detective Sky. Thank you for your assistance.
You're welcome. It's nice to testify at a civil trial once in a while. See you around. Deuces.
It seems the facts have changed somewhat. Mr. Titian Wimperson apparently lent his family heirloom to Dr. Buff. Mr. Justice, how would the defense like to proceed?
Oh, all right, now what?
Apollo, let's hear what they know about this so-called crystal of Ami Fair. Maybe we can find some inconsistencies in their statements.
Right. Okay then, Mr. Wright. If the item in question really is an Attition family heirloom, then let's hear all your client knows about it. Of course. Mr. Attition Wimperson, please tell the defense everything you know about the crystal's origin.
All right. Now then, listen and learn.
I don't want to.
This is the tale of the Crystal of Ami Fae, in the illustrious history of the Attition clan. Are you ready? Our story begins back in the old country, when the Attition family reigned supreme. I would say regained because we never should have been there in the first place, so whatever.
I'm losing my fucking mind here.
Yeah, it sucks because I kind of like his suit jacket.
You can like a suit jacket and still think he's a tool.
Yeah, he is. And I love and hate his hair at the same time. My ancestor was praised as a benevolent ruler. He protected the spirit mediums, a minority back then, from the rest of the locals. Some discriminated against them, you see, while others tried to abuse their power. As thanks, oh hey, he didn't finally clarify that Ami Fae gave the crystal she'd specially made as a gift to him. I am a descendant of that great lord. As such, my political power and influence is backed by centuries of history.
Well, that devolved into a great load of self-aggrandizing propaganda fast.
Well, at least we were finally settled on all the things, like some of the things we had problems with. Not all, just some.
As you can see, the Crystal of Ami Fae is an heirloom of the esteemed House of Attition. And you have proof that it has always been in the Attition family. Where is its papers? It's like a purebred dog.
Yeah,
I want to see the pedigree.
You gotta have the papers.
I have someone who gave a statement to that effect. My client's neighbor, one Ives Shinito.
Shineto?
Age 85. Damn. Gave the following statement. The Attition showed me the crystal back when I was but a lad.
Objection!
That's just 85 years ago. Can we really trust the memory of an old man? Mr. Justice, disrespecting your elders.
Oh shit, Phoenix! Oh no.
Would you care to explain that statement to the judge? I didn't mean. What I'm trying to say is, you're not 85, Judge.
Never underestimate the memory of your elders. I may forget my verdicts the next day, but my memories of the past are clear as day. Therefore, I find Mr. What was his name again? His statement is perfectly credible.
Just because I'm old and I remember things, so clearly this other old man that's not me has a perfect memory as well. Wow, did you see how Mr. Wright got the judge on his side?
He learned that from Edgeworth.
Yeah, he sure did. That's definitely a trick I want up my sleeve.
Talk to Edgeworth. You're not helping, Athena.
You may cross-examine the witness, Mr. Justice.
It would still be better if you had, like, I don't know, a sketch or an old-timey photograph of it or something. Come on.
Papers, where's the pedigree?
Where the papers at?
That object you set down there, is that something of importance to you?
It's a name placard. This one here belonged to my grandfather, Abraham Titian. Yes, it is ridiculous. He had it custom made during his distinguished political career. I just stuck my name over it. It's special because it was crafted from the finest Italian plastic.
I wasn't aware the Italians were famous for their plastic.
You can touch it if you want.
That is lewd.
Suit yourself. I'll just continue with my testimony. My ancestor was praised as a benevolent ruler, but he was also an eminent politician. I don't believe this history. It feels real fucking wrote it. Whatever.
So I take it the relationship with the Fae clan was a close one?
A smooth and open line of communication with my entire electorate. That is the politician way.
Oh, sorry. I was asking about your ancestor.
Whether it's about me or my ancestor, feel free to ask me anything you'd like. Transparency in government, that's the politician way.
More like dodging the questions, that's the politician way.
Hey!
Ayo. Thanks, I'll be here all week. I'll be sure to ask when I have something you'll actually answer.
Aw, shit. As I was saying, the Etitian family protected the Fae spirit mediums back then. And hold it.
Spirit mediums were targets of discrimination? You know shit, Apollo. You ever heard of the witch trials? Salem witch trials?
Yeah. Some people even treated them like they were monsters. The transformation the mediums underwent when channeling spirits frightened the locals. And then there were those who tried to use them.
You mean they sought to control the channeling powers of the mediums?
Yes, that's what I just said. Discriminating against a minority is absolutely despicable.
We
can agree on that.
Thing that you said that I can agree with.
A vote for me is a vote to end discrimination. I vow to root it out wherever it may be. That is my promise to you.
Well, that's the first thing that I ever, even halfway convinced me to maybe think about possibly voting for you.
Yep, good job. He's totally ignoring your questions. It's like you're a moderator at a political debate.
And only he cares about his talking points.
That's how it goes.
As thrilling as your campaign is, could we please get back to your testimony?
As you wish. Now then, as for the Crystal of Ami Fae... interesting that this is. I'll press it, but
You said she had it made. So then it was made in Japan?
are we? We're in Japan.
Are we
we're
in
es-
Japan?
We're actually establishing that we're in Japan
Or
right
are
now.
we in San Fran, Tokyo?
That's right. They say she hired a famous craftsman to make it. And they say it's quite valuable, too.
And you were going to take such a priceless family heirloom and just give it to your patron?
That's so typical of you ignorant common types. Never mind that I just said something about ending discrimination. Making difficult decisions when the chips are down is what being a politician is all about.
But only when it services your own political career, you mean?
The crystal is a testament to my ancestors' remarkable achievements. And furthermore,
So tell me, Mr. Attition Wimperson, are you famous in Crane Village?
because I ain't never heard of you. You could say that, but I find my popularity to be rather bemusing.
Bemusing.
Yes, my campaign posters keep going missing as soon as I put them up.
Because they're like, fuck this guy.
My avid supporters and female fans are likely taking them home to hang them in their bedrooms.
I guess ignorance really is bliss.
This only proves my fine lineage. What's with his button? I don't... Anyways,
I'm sorry, but is any of that relevant to the issue of the relic's rightful owner?
no. As a matter of fact, it isn't. Have you never heard of Kingcraft?
Kingcraft.
It's the art of ruling as a king. My father drilled it into my head from a young age. And one of its precepts states, ruin awaits a ruler who responds to every single issue posed by the masses.
Well, that answered my question about what he meant by king of this nation. Progress.
Apollo, who is this Ami Faye anyway?
She's dope. She's the founder of Crane Channeling Technique. She was real powerful spirit medium. We, respect her and stuff.
Yeah, she's dope. The plaintiff claims that she had the crystal made for his ancestor. That would mean it was made in Japan, right? I guess.
I suppose it would.
So that's relevant.
Do you want us to see if it says made in Japan on the butt of it? Is that what?
I don't know. We haven't.
Look for a sticker.
Because I don't think we can look at it. Like, we can't move it around. Yeah.
Well, my thing is that have they said anything about?
Oh, maybe it's because of the Matama motif. See it?
Yeah.
It's circled and then it's also on here, I think.
Yeah, it is.
So that's probably what it is then. Because the Matama motif definitely ties it to Korean.
Yeah. Kuranese.
Yeah. Oh, that's not present.
Objection. You stated that Ami Faye had the crystal made for your ancestor. So I like to assume it was made in Japan.
That's right. The craftsmanship is unbeatable.
Well, that's strange. I don't see how your so-called crystal could have been made there.
What are you talking about?
Mitama, bitch. It's quite obvious if you take a closer look at this.
Oh,
That there's some blood on it.
well, yes, but getting to that later. Boop. I'm gonna boop it.
You done booped it.
I booped it.
Take a look at the distinctive design here. According to Dr. Buff, it's a Matama motif dating back to the early days of the Kingdom of Crane.
The Kingdom of Crane. And you base this on what?
Here, this piece of evidence, Your Honor. There are the doctor's research notes for the Founder's Orb. This is the box in which the orb was originally stored. It features the same pattern as the one found on the orb.
It's got the same, like, bloody stains on it, too.
Like, how after this can anyone argue that it's not from Crane?
Seriously, I'm curious now to see what the argument Phoenix is gonna go with this
Yeah.
year, because it's definitely gonna be bullshit.
Yeah.
They do look like the same pattern.
Just have an expert analyze it. Just give another expert the Founder's Orb and be like, so how old is this?
Therefore, I assert that the disputed item must have been made in the Kingdom of Crane.
Ah! Oh, my blue card!
The Crane channeling technique originated in the Kingdom of Crane. And Ami Faye is known for having traveled there to train. With that in mind, what's to say she didn't bring that pattern back with her?
Objection!
But since this is clearly a Kuranese design, not even you can deny the possibility that it was made there in the Kingdom of Crane.
Objection!
Call an expert.
Anything's possible to some extent. That doesn't make it true.
Phoenix. The amount of times that I could say that to you.
So you can't conclude that the orb is from Crane based solely on that pattern. If it were that simple, I could just as easily say it's Japanese.
Not your best argument.
Yeah. Yeah, that was pretty weak.
He's just trying to hold this afloat to see it through to the end.
But I'm dumb, so I have to agree with Mr. Wright. That pattern alone doesn't prove anything. What it also means there's no basis to claim the item in dispute was made in Japan either. At this rate, we're going nowhere fast.
This is some bullshit. We're just spinning our wheels here.
I wonder if we have any evidence that could break this stalemate.
Evidence that could break this stalemate exists.
It definitely has to exist. I'm sure.
Defense would like to present a piece of evidence to the court. A piece that will finally break this stalemate. Oh. Well, you've sure piqued my interest. Let's see what you've got.
Yeah, let's see what we've got, I guess.
All right. I will now prove that this is in fact the Founder's Orb.
I have a feeling we fucked up. But you know what? Let's look at the evidence. Hang on. Let's look at this research.
Can we just point to the blood on the thing and the blood on the other thing and be like,
That's
see?
what I want to know, but I don't know if they've called it. They want us to call attention to it yet. Shit. Maybe we fucked up actually. we could, hey, Hulk busted. Though we could just try presenting either the research notes or the orb itself again. Maybe the orb itself. But I don't think they're gonna let us do it. I wonder. Yeah, I'm probably. Maybe we fucked up. Okay, well, I'm gonna just try it, but it's probably not gonna work. No. Let's see what happens if we don't. Because maybe it wants us to not.
Wants us to feel like we're on the brink of.
And then just be like, well. Wait, let me see. Okay. Haha.
There doesn't seem to be anything we can use. At least not at this point.
Well, unless we can find something, this trial won't be going anywhere. You did it. You fixed it. That's much better.
What's his deal?
Really, though.
I have a suggestion. Why don't we consider this from a different angle? Phoenix, you're helping. I'm listening. What if the Defiant Dragons really were authorized to take possession of the relic?
They what now? Oh shit, Hulk. Why are Phoenix and Apollo battling each other in court? Because it's a civil case. So apparently, that just means that we can both represent different clients and battle each other. And Phoenix is like, square up. And I was like, whatever, I'm not afraid of you. See you in court, bitch. And now we're here.
I'm afraid I don't know where you're going with this, Mr. Wright.
Consider the orb transfer agreement, which states, I agree to hand over the Founder's Orb to the Defiant Dragons if I will come to no harm. What if, as the last part suggests, this was written under duress? That would render the argument null and void. What are you suggesting, Mr. Wright? While you were on your little cave expedition, I was investigating Dr. Buff's accident.
We almost died in that cave. Just so you know.
And there was something you overlooked, Mr. Justice. No, there wasn't, because we turned that whole place upside down twice.
Yeah, we sure did.
Namely, that his accident might have actually been murder.
Well, we did kind of suspect that.
Yeah,
It's a Phoenix Wright game, after all.
absolutely.
By civil, you mean within Wright & Co.? Yes? Phoenix just showed up and was like...
But this isn't like...
It's not anything... We just, like, got in the middle of a dispute and whether or not someone stole something, and then Phoenix was like, yeah, okay, but, like, that's my client you're arguing with, so...
Yeah.
I guess we're going to court.
Nor, namely that his... Oh. What? Murder?
Mr. Wright, do realize such statements are not to be made lightly? Are you suggesting the doctor was murdered by the Defiant Dragons?
Nope.
I don't know. I have had a weird gut feeling that maybe Dats was doing some stuff he shouldn't have done.
Yes, but follow me on this for a second. The books that came tumbling down were from the archaeology shelf. However, among that mountain of books was a single volume in psychology. What's more, there's a bloodstain on it. And you feel this is important because the books that came tumbling down were from the top shelf, the archaeology books. We know this because the doctor's books were meticulously organized by subject.
Yeah.
Archaeology took up an entire shelf, so that psychology book is completely out of place.
Yeah, but...
Come to think of it, the shelves were arranged quite carefully. It's also worth noting that psychology books only take a tiny part of the bottom shelf. You might wonder why a book on psychology was found amid the pile of archaeology books. But I believe I can explain that with a single out-of-place book was doing there.
Phoenix, you're stretching a little bit. Just saying.
A lot of it. The doctor was struck from behind while selecting a psychology book from the shelf. What? And that's when the blood got on the book.
Ah, so he's saying that the book's falling was staged. Like, he was killed while he was standing there. And then they just, like, threw a bunch of books down on the floor to make it look like he fell.
Gotcha.
Oh, Phoenix.
Precisely. And to make it even more like an accident, he was buried under a mountain of archaeology books.
Objection!
That still seems like a stretch.
Wait a second. This is all just speculation, right? Or do you have any proof that it was a murder? Of course I do. You do. On a hunch, I had Detective Sky examine the doctor's head wound.
Oh boy.
She found that he'd been struck by the corner of some object to another. Wait, what? Blunt force trauma to the head.
Yep.
A wound like that couldn't have resulted from a fall to the floor, you know.
Unless he fell on the floor and his head happened to hit something sharp.
Yeah.
When
From
he
15 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but, you know, it's fine.
Do you understand what this means, Mr. Justice? The wound makes it crystal clear that Dr. Buff was murdered.
If you say so.
Was avoided.
Was avoided? Well, that was unexpected and really, who'd have thought that we'd break out of the stalemate like this? He pulled the ladder out right from under us. Get it? Because he died when he fell. That guy's
Was it
dead.
a ladder or a step ladder?
It was a ladder.
Still, if he thinks that's enough to make me back down, he's got another thing coming. Even if the cause of death was murder, what makes you think it was the Defiant Dragons?
Because they're really the only ones that have been murdered.
You should know better than to hurl baseless accusations.
Objection!
Did you forget who you were up against, Mr. Justice?
No.
Eh. You didn't actually think I'd come to court without a witness and evidence, did you? You did all the time!
Yeah. We've literally gone into court not knowing what the case was about.
What are you talking about? I would like to request further testimony from the plaintiff, specifically. I would like the court to hear how he saw one of the rebels leaving the crime scene. He saw what?
God damn it. Dats! Come on, Dats. If he can prove it was murder, that's the end of our client's right to the orb. Did he have this up his sleeve the whole time? Nah.
How could Mr. Wright do this to us? He was just waiting to spring this trap.
Well, this trial has taken another unexpected turn.
Yeah, buddy.
But I must mention, Mr. Wright, that you have yet to identify the murder weapon. Wait, wasn't it the book?
Or, yeah, I guess.
I think it was the.
Yeah.
I bet it was the orb, maybe. Maybe he got murdered with the orb. No, we had to pull it out of the cave, but whatever.
The object used to commit the murder was not located at the scene of the crime. The murderer likely disposed of it elsewhere.
That's convenient.
Yeah.
Well, never thought we'd be deliberating the issue of murder at a civil trial, am I right? Just another day in the office. Well, all right, Mr. Attention Wimpus, in your testimony, if you please, but not right now, because we've got to go. It's bedtime.
It's bedtime. I've got to shower and go to bed.
Yeah, we start really late, but it's almost midnight, so that's where we have to call it.
Mm-hmm. Because I'm a big old baby who has to be in bed by midnight.
I mean, I do too. Just because my brain doesn't let me sleep doesn't mean I shouldn't be trying to sleep at midnight. Just another day getting confused 8 ways to Sunday, Judge. Why is Apollo and Ace going at it? We're having a civil suit. It's civil suit! But yeah, thanks for hanging out, guys.
Thanks for hanging out.
I'm excited to get back to Spirit of Justice. We're gonna be finishing a lot of games in this super near.
Yeah.
Because we're near the end of this. I'm near the end of Ghost Trick. Apparently, I'm near the end of Shenmue.
Same with Tashi's Time.
Same machine place.
Okay, bye.
Bye.